The only guy I would say I can't stand to see in talk is Sancho. Every
Why?
time I see like a player, like a club linked with him, it makes me angry. Because what has this guy done to even people even care?
But you guys cared before. This is
No,
one
no,
thing
but now for the
about
last
tribal
three,
fans is that he
no,
doesn't work anymore. I hate
no,
him.
but
But
the
you loved
last,
him through like
no, but
2
the
seasons
last
ago.
3 years, bro. What has he done? Why
He
is
has
he
been
creating
he's been gunning for
headlines?
Sancho.
But
Like,
he's
on any a
money.
chance he can get on the podcast,
He's
man's on
Bro,
But you know
Sancho.
what?
like,
They can't sack him because they have to pay him a lot of money.
no, but my whole point
yeah.
is, if Chelsea wanted him, this guy was not willing to drop his wage.
Work hard, talent is not enough. And this quote is linked to what Jadon Sancho's career teaches Jamaican footballers about mentality. Greetings and welcome to another episode here on Premier 7. I am your host, Brian Nelson. I hope that you all are having a wonderful time as I am here to talk about my country, my nation, Jamaica, in specification to the Jamaica men's national team. The topic that I will be covering today is all about what Jadon Sancho's career teaches Jamaican footballers about mentality. Please note, I am not here to scapegoat anyone, but just to contribute and to help Jamaican footballers to improve on their games. It doesn't matter what level they are at, this video is to assist and to help guide these players in the rightful direction. So, of course, you have seen the topic, and I will not stay too long on it. Let's get into details. So, Jadon Sancho career is clear enough to indicate to us that this guy is the perfect example of what it means to have talent, hype, opportunity, but it did not and still isn't translating into long term success at the highest level. I mean, we here as Jamaican fans, we have a tendency to hype up players. And I mean, I was and still is somewhat in that same zone because not only Jadon Sancho, when we see players in some clips, in some leagues, we want to say that player is a baller. We like to say, like when we go to play football on the pitch, me the baller there. But do we take the time out to assess the players properly? I mean, if we did, then most of the times the reality would have revealed to us from early to say, be careful of your judgment. So, I mean, within this video, I am here to assess and to utilize Jadon Sancho as the perfect example that Jamaican footballers should look at and to focus on their football career. As I've said before, I am not here to scapegoat anybody, no Sancho, no Jamaican players. Instead, I'm here to compare, reflect, and for myself and for you guys as well to learn. Of course, because I have 2,744 subscribers, I have to say thanks to you, the fans, for continuously supporting Premier 7. I just have to say though, if you're new, please go ahead to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel because Premier 7 is all about presenting Jamaican content in a clear and unbiased manner. So the road is still to 3,000 subscribers, but I believe that one day I will hit that landmark. All right, so talent and hype. Sancho versus Jamaican youths. At Borussia Dortmund, Jadon Sancho was elite. He had flair, confidence, end products, and freedom. He was praised constantly and seen as one of Europe's biggest and brightest young star. Of course, in Jamaica, we see a similar pattern with our young players. Many are identified early, hyped quickly, and celebrated for raw ability, pace, skill, confidence on the ball. Talent is the really the issue. However, the similarity is that early praises can sometimes come before discipline is fully built. When talent does the talking early, the hard work, mentality, conditioning, professionalism, consistency can be delayed or overlooked. How many of you guys play football on the scrimmage pitch? I have several Sundays when I'm free. I go to the ball ground to play football. And I'm telling you, there are players there who have the talent. There are players there who have the skills. They're hyped up, but the fact is that a lot of them will not make it in football because of their mentality. They don't like to listen, they don't like to take telling, which is the same thing, and they don't believe in working hard. Now, how can Jamaican youngsters decide to look on players, for example, like Sancho, with such a mentality and want to become a professional athlete? I mean, if you want to ease away from Sancho for a while, let's talk about one of the greatest footballers in history, Ronaldinho. I'm a Brazilian fan, even though you're seeing me here in my Jamaican jersey. Ronaldinho could have been better, but because of the Brazilian mentality, to party and to gallivant and all of those things, his career take up us. The thing is, people, I believe in playing football, having freedom, having fun, but there's something that we should understand. We should believe in leaving a legacy behind. The money is good. Everyone deserves to be paid for what they have done. But if you want to become a proper footballer, you have to take into consideration having a good mentality. Sadio Mane, Semenyo, those two players are key examples of what it means to be athletes who were struggling, or let's say not seen as good enough, or let's say if not seen as being good enough, they were not given a, a platform to just become this world star. So on a whole, players have to be accountable. Yes, they need a guidance, because without a proper system, players will not be in that fast move for correction to become successful, but they have to have a mentality of what it means to be disciplined if they want to be successful. It is full time now that we stop looking on players based on clips, based on a one season, and jump on the ship or on the boat to say this player will be world class. Step up in levels, pressure changes everything. Nothing is wrong when somebody understands his or her um, own self. And in the case of football, you may believe that you're good at striking, but you may find a coach that say, I think you're better at the number 10 position. Will you go about in disrespecting the coach, telling the coach that, I mean, we're not play that position there? No. You have to listen to the coach and see how well the coach can help to build your career. Nothing is wrong to take a step back, but discipline and professionalism in sports is also key. So when Sancho moved to my Premier League club of preference, Manchester United, everything changed. The environment was more demanding, expectations were higher, media pressure increased, tactical discipline became non negotiable. I will not say Sancho is at fault for everything, because if there's not a good system, players will suffer. But Sancho was a type of player who came to Manchester United with a big wage. I would not say demand, but his wages was big. And this is very similar to what happens when Jamaican players move from local leagues to youth setups into more structured professional environments overseas. The game becomes faster, stricter, and less forgiving. Some players adapt, others struggle, not because they lack ability, but because the mentality adjustment is tougher than expected. Too many times, Jamaican players who even should be playing in the Premier League are idling. You can, I mean, I am not here to tell a man what to do from what to do, but I mean, some of you guys have to bring yourself better than that. If you want to play football at the highest level, the way how you groom yourself, the way how you carry yourself represents or can give off a negative signal. Jamaica men's national team, when they were supposed to play in a particular game, they were idling. Now tell me now, how could that particular team make it to World Cup? They could have, but if the mentality was better, then it would have been easier. I am here to say that when Sancho was at Manchester United, the system, the environment wasn't all that. The coaching was not all that good, but the player was going through a lot, and the coach himself, at the time, Eric Ten Hag, gave him chances to stay off social media to at least bring back his career on track. But because Sancho's mentality wasn't all that good, he could not manage the pressure, he could not manage the environment, and he was feeling as if persons were scapegoating him. That is not something that a good player does. That is not something that a good player does. And I'm not here to say I know everything about Sancho, but I'm just here to share some points that you have to pick the sense out of the nonsense. We have to improve if we want to be elite type profile players like the Kantes, like the Zidane, like the Sadio Manes. I have to say Mane name twice because he's a champion again of the AFCON, right? So of course, Manchester United mentality under scrutiny. People, I'm hoping you're taking your notes now. The Jamaican youngsters who are listening to Premier 7 now, I hope you guys are listening. So back to Sancho because he's a perfect example. Sancho struggles where were no longer hidden, confidence dipped, performance became inconsistent, and criticism followed. That is just the role of football. Look at Harry Maguire. He was scapegoated more than Sancho, and he's still at Manchester United. At that level, though, for Sancho, excuses don't survive, only solution does. He went to Chelsea. I told my friend, Sancho isn't good enough to play for Chelsea, and he went there and he wasn't all that. Aston Villa, same thing. Jamaican youngsters, you have to listen to this video because there are moments that a lot of you guys may be in the same situation. But once the performance drop, it can affect the confidence. However, instead of responding, like if someone is talking to you to saying that, boy, you're not playing good football, or you play like rubbish, so do not use the emotions to make a decision. Instead of responding with an intensified, arrogant mentality, seek ways to improve yourself, find ways to withdraw yourself from negativity, and try to be consistent. Find ways of how to be consistent. Even if you don't know, show the interest to be consistent. Because elite footballers, they are good in terms of mentality, being strong, before the reward comes. They back themselves, they work hard, and when the success comes, they hold on to it. Because as football fans know, we care mostly about the success of the club and players performing consistently. The moment when you flops, not all persons will be supporting you. And we have to learn that from now. All right. So, I mean, the real comparison, not skills, but response. The comparison between Sancho and Jamaican players is not about skills or nationality, it is about response to adversity. When things go wrong, do you adapt or resist? Do you take responsibility or you deflect blame? Do you work hard or rely on reputation? This is where careers are made or stalled. You have to decide which path you're going to take. Are you going to stay at a club that, because them not play a big contract, but they're helping you to build your career better? Would you decide to stay or go at a certain age? Right? You have to understand. If someone is saying that you're not playing well here, play over here, are you going to say, me prefer play yes because of this me know? No, you try to see how well you can play over this side and see if it works. But then again, everyone does have their preferences, but it is how you respond. Because let's say I am at a workplace, and if I am supposed to be given a well, if I am observed and said that, oh, you should do this particular job or this particular role, and I don't see myself it, then I have to be honest with myself. But my response will not be an outburst. All right, it will not be an outburst. All right, so I mean, if you're loving what I'm saying here, people, because you believe in the fact that Jamaica football can become better, then you smash a like on the video because I think I have given up on Jamaica's World Cup quest this year because of I just don't see Jamaica doing anything. So I mean, this is your thoughts on that though. The poll that I have submitted right here showing that all seems to have been cool regarding Jamaica's World Cup qualification. Do you still believe Mr. Speed and his team can secure new quality players before March 2025? 22 votes so far in a hour, 64% saying no. So, I mean, we have some sensible and wise Jamaican fans who believes that Jamaica football should reach far, but obviously they know that Jamaica football is horrendous. And I don't wish to back any nonsense. If the football and the system is bad, then it is bad. So for the youngsters who are given opportunities to go elsewhere, please make the best out of out of it. So Sancho's career should be viewed as a lesson, not a failure. It shows that talent opens doors, but mentality determines longevity. For Jamaican football to move forward, young players must be mentally prepared for criticism. I take criticism, and I don't let it get to me because I believe in improvement, right? But if you're going to disrespect me, then that is a different case, all right? So, for Jamaican football to improve, I have said it before, criticism must be accepted, but a mentality must be prepared for that. You have to believe in structure as well, and you have to be accountable for your own downside or downfall. Because the higher you climb, the less patience football has for potential alone. Potential doesn't help. So if Jamaican players want lasting success at the highest level, mentality must grow alongside talent. Sancho's story reminds us that football rewards resilience, professionalism, and adaptability, not hype. So, people, let me know your thoughts on the video. What Jadon Sancho's career teaches Jamaican footballers about mentality. I have done my part, and it is now for you to have your own say. You all take care. Goodbye until we meet again.